Standing here in a puddle of water. What do you think about this, NCS? You're apparently confused by it. You're holding some, what? Okay, take it, sure. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Capri-sun. He's angry at me! Hey guys, it's LuckySevenDX. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold Random Nuzlocke. The last episode, we went through the forest, we caught Pokemon here. We got ourselves a Mudkip, which is pretty cool because this whole place is like swampy, so it kind of makes sense. And we're gonna fight some more trainers and finish up this route, and then explore Goldenrod City, because Goldenrod City has a ton of cool stuff to explore. So I'm definitely gonna take an episode to, just show it off. And then in between episodes, I'm gonna be doing a lot of cool stuff, and we're gonna really buff our Pokemon up quite a lot. So exciting stuff, guys! Exciting stuff. With this Mankey here, it's a Mankey, and we should headbutt it, because that's what you do to Mankeys. If you see a monkey, you just go up to it and you smack it in the face, and then it tries to focus its energy. But you know what? That's not acceptable. So you take your vines and you just whip it in the face, and then you have yourself a dead Mankey. The end. Yes, dead. We kill. It's a Nuzlocke. Any Pokemon that faints is dead. Joey keeps talking about his Rattata, but he's really just grieving because we actually killed it. Things just got a little gruesome here. I can't even switch out because this Diglett's a Diglett, and Diglets prevent switching, so I'll just go ahead and Vine Whip it and kill it instead. You silly Diglett, thinking you can re-attract me. Basically, its ability prevents you from switching, so kind of obnoxious. It's an interesting Pokemon in the fact that it can do that, but it's pretty weak defensively, so that's kind of the bad part of it, I suppose. But there we go. That's a youngster Ian. There, my voice just like died on me right there. That was really freaking weird. But this guy is gonna be like, hey, I want your phone number, blah blah blah. So we'll go ahead and take his phone number. Sure, dude. We can be the best of friends. Except you're kind of weird. But whatever. We're gonna move on. We need a new Pokemon in the lead slot, and I can think of no one better but Chugga Conroy to be in our lead spot. I don't know about you guys. Krugunk, such a cool Pokemon. So we're gonna go ahead, and Lyra's gonna be like, hey, Grandpa, how is it going? And just freaking Lyra, I don't like her. I hate this other trainer. Like, you don't ever fight her. I don't understand the purpose of you. You weren't in Gold and Silver. You have no use being here. But basically, these guys over here, the old man here and the old lady inside this building, they will be our Pokemon breeders of the game. There's always one of those. You can leave up to 2 Pokemon there, and basically they'll basically train them, and they'll gain levels, which is cool. I don't personally like to do that because they'll basically replace whatever your first move is if you have a move that you're learning, which is kind of unfortunate. You can kind of screw up your movesets if you do this, so I don't think it's the best idea. Also, Lyra gives us our phone number, even though she just said that we weren't dating. So, what is it, Lyra? You and your mixed signals. I don't even like you anyway, so it doesn't matter. But she'll call us on occasion, which is just as obnoxious as when Joey calls us, but that's okay. But yeah, so you can give the old lady your Pokemon, and all will be okay. But we can actually use this PC right here to access, basically, our Pokemon, and we can get rid of some of these level 17 ones. I should actually just go to the move Pokemon option instead. We can also look at our Mudkip and see what level, or what's its nature is. Gentle. What does Gentle do again? So increased special defense, decreased defense. I believe there we go, this one. Relax. So let's increase defense. Yes. So we have one that's more like sort of physically tanky, and one that's more sort of specially tanky, as you can see. So maybe that might be a way to use both of them. I don't know. I'm still debating what I want to do on the whole Shellos versus Mudkip front, to be honest. But both very interesting Pokemon. It's kind of fun to use both of them. I should quickly replace Pokemon. That's what I'm meant to do here. So let's just do that. And then I don't need Scooter at the moment anyway. Sorry, Scooter. But we'll go ahead and throw Aron in here. You can replace this person, and we can just throw Shellos in here as well instead of Ivysaur. Why not? And that'll be good to go. So that's the plan. I guess I'll train some of those Pokemon on the side in between episodes. Joey! Why? What do you want, Joey? Oh my god, no one cares about your top percentage. I already said that I killed it. It's dead. I murdered your Rattata, buddy. It's okay. You can let go of the past now. You can let go. Anyways, this guy's gonna register. He will call you if there's an egg for you to pick up if you leave 2 Pokemon. This being a Nuzlocke, I'm not gonna bother with any Pokemon breeding. Just my decision on that. And the woman, if you can call the woman, you can see how many levels your Pokemon are raised. So that's basically the basic gist of this whole thing. So now we're gonna go ahead and fight this dude because he's a dude, And the policeman trainers will only fight you at night because you're suspicious at night. You shouldn't be awake, kid. You should be in bed. But he sends out a Growlithe. That's actually a little unfortunate because this guy's a little weak to fire, and also I get my attack reduction. That's annoying. I'll fight it anyway, though. We'll just go ahead and Rock Smash it. That seems like the best option. Yeah, so the Dry Skin does make it a little weak to fire. Wow, that actually did a lot more than I thought it would. It's level 17! Holy shit! That's actually a pretty strong Growlithe. I'm gonna not fight this fight. That doesn't seem like a good idea at all. So we're gonna go switch to Slim. I'm glad I put him back on, because he's gonna be very useful against Growlithe of all shapes and sizes. Just as long as I don't get a burn. Yeah, okay, I didn't get burned. And then we'll just Water Pulse this thing. Man, the Pokemon are actually getting surprisingly strong suddenly. That was a shock, actually. Level 17, wow. Trainer Pokemon, suddenly somewhat scary. That's kind of cool. Didn't get confusion there. We'll just go ahead and do a Mud Bomb in this guy and see what happens. The nice thing is Slim does have better attacks starting out, so that does make him a little bit more useful starting out. And it does have access to recover. That's a big thing it has over Mudkip, which could be useful. So, oh, that's always a tough choice between those two. I might just raise both just for shits and giggles, because they're both cool Pokemon to raise. Really, this is sort of a run where I just raise whoever I feel like raising. And why not? You know, I usually don't raise this many Pokemon per run. It's kind of fun. So let's go ahead and fight this person. This is literally the last trainer of the route, and then we'll have the rest of the episode to just wander around town and do some exploration. But yes, it's a Psyduck! Hello, Psyduck. Man, these things are getting strong. I don't know if Psyduck learns Confusion at this level, and that scares me. So I'm going to actually switch to Tamal. Why not? And I'm going to fight this with Tamal, because if he has Confusion, it'll hurt. And I don't want that to happen. So we're going to go ahead and absorb just the living shit out of this thing, because super effective damage is super effective. Although at this point, I think, well, no, I think absorb against super effective damage would do more damage. Luckily, soon, Braylon, I mean, I know he seems kind of weak now, but he'll get a lot better once it evolves. Once we can start focusing on its actual physical stats as opposed to this special grass one, he's not going to really be a grass type as much as a fighting type late game. You'll see what I mean. But Absorb is doing perfectly fine. I'm just taking this thing. No! No! That's my Absorb! That's not cool. You're a meanie. Whatever, we'll just headbutt this thing. You're a meanie, Psyduck. Just gonna kill you. The end. Anyways, that's it for that trainer. Didn't get any evolutions there. Oh well. We'll have plenty of time to evolve our Pokemon up to level 17 in a little bit. And this person's gonna also add a phone number. That's all fine and dandy. Yeah, we're like 8 minutes in this episode, so I'm glad I didn't keep going. It would have been a really long episode last time if I did that. Probably should end a little earlier than that, but quickly see if I can get this one without fighting it. Embargo prevents people from using items. Really not useful, so I'm not going to bother putting it on anyone. But we finally made it over to Goldenrod, guys, which is pretty spiffy. We can just sort of explore this place and see all the cool stuff. But the first thing I want to do is go heal, actually. That seems like a smart idea. But there's a lot to do in this town, so we're definitely going to spend the rest of this episode just exploring around. And then next episode, guys, we get to fight a gym leader, and that's pretty spiffy if I do say so myself. And those of you who know this game, and just second gen in general, you guys know who's coming up, and you know she's the bane of so many Nuzlockes. I think I have a good battle plan against her, though, but I'm not 100% confident with it, so we're going to see how it turns out. I do have a secret weapon. That'll be very nice. And also, hey, package from Mom. What is it? Yachi berries. These berries, our first berries that we actually get, I believe, they will negate, they'll reduce super effective ice damage. There's no one I have right now that's really that weak to ice, but that's not bad. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and, might as well just start the department store, really. Raw shop. Anyway, do you have information on what the floors are? No, apparently not. We'll just go through each floor. So this floor is going to give us people to shop with, and they will have, as you can see, potions, hyper potions, max potions. They're like, this shop has everything. So basically, we could buy some really good stuff right now, including Ultra Balls, which is pretty awesome. I'm just going to get 10 Great Balls, though. I know it seems like a lot, and it's good. Well, actually, I don't know if I want to do that much money, though, is the thing. Maybe I'll wait to get the Great Balls. I'm going to have to see how much funds I have, because I might want to get some TMs as well. I need to decide. What I'm going to buy, basically, I'm going to sort of make that decision later in the project, not right, or not later, like as in like in between episodes. So, blah. I don't care about your X special. That's basically okay. I don't care about any of these trainers. Why am I talking to them? What do you have to buy? But yeah, I'll decide what I'm gonna buy later on. I'm gonna just sort of show everything off now, make the important decisions later. That's the plan for this episode, I guess. And then we'll head up here, and up here. This person's going to sell TMs, I believe. No, this one sells stat up items, which we haven't actually seen of these yet. They'll increase your stats. They only increase. It's like okay, so when you defeat Pokemon in battle, you gain this thing called EVs. They basically help determine your stats. So based on the Pokemon you fight, you can change your stats. However, you can also use those items to influence them. So you will gain stats. You can kind of control your stat growth through using those items, or just by knowing how the whole system works. For those of you who don't really know what I'm talking about, look up EVs, look up IVs. It's a very complicated system behind the mechanics in Pokemon. So very interesting, I suppose. This person wants to trade a Drowsy for a Machop. You could catch a Drowsy in the previous route, but unfortunately we don't have that. Machop can be very useful against the next gym, but I don't like trading Pokemon anyway, so whatever. Here we go. You give the TMs. So we have Flash, we have Double Team, we have Natural Gift, which is kind of meh. This False Swipe can be very useful for catching Pokemon. If I have something that can learn False Swipe, I might want to invest in that. Light Screen, Light Screen, Reflect, they're pretty good defensive moves. Might be worth picking those up too. I'll have to look into those. I think Bulbasaur might be... Does Bulbasaur learn screens? I don't remember. That'd be kind of cool. But if I have a good screener, that could be another viable option for something. Solar Beam, not bad. Focus Blast, and you get the Focus Blast, you have Thunder, you have Fire Blast, you have Blizzard, you have Hyper Beam. Now, these moves, you know, those of you are like, oh my god, those are the best moves ever. I mean, they have really poor accuracy, so it's kind of finicky if you want to use them. They have more reliable moves that you can get in another location nearby. I'm probably going to go for those ones instead. I'll explain more in a little bit. But we're here at the very top of the area. There's like a whole area over here. Huh. I believe you can actually get you can get vending machine drinks if you want. So these are actually a little cheaper to get than other items, but you kind of have to buy them one at a time, which is a little annoying. But like fresh water, for example, is only 200p, and it heals like 50 HP, so it's pretty significantly better than a potion. So you might want to stock up on these instead of actual potions, because they're a lot cheaper. Anyway, radio. I haven't really ever shown the radio. I guess like there's a radio here, and I don't think we get the radio function quite yet. I think we're about to get it soon. That's right, we do get the radio function soon. I'll have to show that off in a little bit. Anyways, there's also this thing though, and you can basically enter some money in, and you can get a prize. The number 2 prize, okay, that's kind of cool. You can get different balls for number 2, different berries number 3, and different TMs for number 1, depending on you know, what day of the week it is. So right now it's Friday for me. So basically I can get TM 42. I'm gonna do some manipulation of this in between episodes, and I might get myself a couple good TMs that some of my Pokemon can learn. You'll see what I mean when I get to it, but there's a few good TM moves I can teach some of my Pokemon, and I think it's definitely worth taking the time to do that. So let's go ahead and ride the elevator back down, because that's cool. That's the department store fee though. If you can manipulate that drawing corner, you can get yourself a lot of good TMs for free. There's also a basement floor. Let's go down the basement. To the basement, guys! To the basement. I forget what's down here. Is there anything I can actually get down here yet? I don't remember. But it's not open to customers. But I don't really give a shit because I am a trainer. And I go where I please. Hey, Machak. Oh, well, there we go. There's an item down here we can get. An Ultra Ball. Well, that's going to be useful to have in our pocket in case we catch something that has a really high catch rate, like another starter Pokemon. There's something over there. I can't get it. That makes me sad. Can I get any of these other items? You! Move stuff. And I think the guys to go back down here. Walk back down here, dude. Yes. Move this thing too. Excellent. So you talk to them, they move stuff, you can get items. So hey, lots of free items down here. The Ultra Ball can be useful for sure. Other stuff maybe not so much, but whatever. What's over here? It's a Burn Heal. Guess that could be useful. Burn could be a bit obnoxious in battle. Not as obnoxious as Poison because it doesn't hurt you outside of battle, but that's okay. Anyway, let's go back on the elevator. We're going to head back up to the first floor and leave the department store. Obviously, one of the major events you have to do in Goldenrod, this department store. Lots of stuff to do, so that's what we're going to do for now, and we'll go ahead and head out now. So there's this. I'm going to be doing this between episodes, and then there's also another thing I'm going to be doing in between episodes, and that's over here. We're basically, well, I'll explain that ability in a little bit first. What's in here? Is this one I think it is? No, you're something else. Oh, it's Bill's house. This is cool because you actually get, later on in the game, you actually get an EV from Bill. I won't be doing that because it's against the rules. But yeah, what are you? You're the, okay, there's an underground area here. I'm probably going to explore that next episode, depending on time. We'll see how much the time runs in this current episode. Man, I can't like talk to you. I'm like hiccuping all over the place. Anyway, we're going to go in here because this is the game's game corner. However, they replaced the slots with something else, and I actually like this replacement. I think it's a lot more fun to do with the slots. You can see you can get these Pokemon here. Not gonna bother doing that in this run because normally while you could do that to get Pokemon in the Nuzlocke, I'm not gonna do it in this case. But you can get substitutes: Swords Dance, Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Rest, which is awesome because Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt, very useful items you can get for your Pokemon. And I'm definitely going to get in between episodes. I'm going to get a lot of coins and use those to basically get all those items and teach them to some of our Pokemon because I think it's worth it. So it's gonna, I guess it'll depend on how long it takes to get these. But basically, it's I'll go ahead and explain how this game works. Because Mr. Game, I didn't mean to explain how this game works, but basically, yes, I want to play your game. Give me a coin case, and then you get a coin case, and then we can now play the game. So it kind of works. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a very interesting game that you have instead of slots. I think it's a lot more fun than slots. You know, it's not really random chance. Basically, what you do is these numbers here, the number on top will tell you how many points are in each row, the total number that adds up. You need to find all the 2s and 3s for you to win the round. The bottom number will tell me if Voltorbs you get there. Flip a Voltorb, and you lose the round and lose all the coins you have. So you have to sort of use these numbers to guess which ones are each row. For example, we know that no 2s or 3s in this row because you know, a Voltorb is one spot, that every other one needs to be a 1 for it to add up to 4. So any time the Voltorb number and the number on top adds up to 5, you know that there can't be anything in that row. If it adds if it's, for this example, this one, it adds up to 7, we know there could either be a 3 or 2 2s in this one. So basically we know that this one has nothing. Also, if there's a 0, it means it's just a free row. So we're gonna go ahead and do this row right here. It has the 2, and you can see all the other ones. Only the 2 matters, as you can see. So that's all that's important. Now that we have this down, we know there's nothing. We don't need to bother with this row, or this row, or this row. So just these remain rows. This one only has 1 Voltorb, so it's a safer bet. I'm gonna go over here. Okay, so there's a 2 over here. I think it's pretty much a safe. Well, actually, there could be other ones in this row, but I believe if I analyze this correctly, because it has to be 2, 1. Yeah, that's gonna be 5. So there has to be another 2. This is the only place there could be a 2. So that means there has to be a 2 right here. And D there is. So there's kind of like a system you can do. And I know that the other ones here have to all be, well, do they all have to be other ones? I'm trying to think here. 2, 2, yeah, this one has to be a 3. So, okay, this one is not safe because we already have, this one already has the 2 that it needs. So there's 2 here, and a 2 here. And there you go, you win the round. So we'll go ahead and go through all the rounds, and then we'll get all our coins, and then we will move on to, basically, and you'll be able to get more points per round because it's going to get progressively harder and harder. So we know this is a clean row. It's just going to be all 1s, but I'm just going to get out of the way anyway. This one is also a clean row because it has 0 Voltorbs, so we're going to go ahead and get everything we can get here. Because it'll tell you, where all the items are. So now we know that this row is, we don't need to buy this row at all because it has the 3 it needs. I know that this might be a little confusing. I understand that. We don't need to bother with this row either, or this row, or this row. So it's really just down to these slots over here. So I'm going to go with this one right here. It happens to be a 3. Now, hang on. For this, it needs a 3. I think actually all 4 of these are going to be safe, if I am thinking correctly. Yeah, they should. So there's going to be a 3 here. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we know these 2 are Voltorbs, actually. So that's cool. We know that this one's probably going to be safe. And indeed it is. And that's all of them. So there we go. So you can just sort of use process elimination to figure out the rounds. I'm just going to keep going until I lose a Voltorb. And then, actually, there's really no reason to continue. So I'm going to go ahead and quit. As you can see, though, I already gained 100 coins just from doing that. It's 10,000, so just like, 100 more of those. And you get progressively more per round. So pretty cool game. I'll be doing a lot of that in between the videos to get some TMs. Pretty awesome. Anyway, I guess I'll get one more thing done, or I'll get everything else done, except for one thing in this episode, and then there's a couple areas in here I'm going to do later. This person rates your happiness, which is pretty cool. I think if you're happy enough, it'll actually give you a TM. So once I get a really happy Pokemon, I will come back here and talk to the lady, and I might be able to get a TM for that. But we're also going to head down here to this building because this is the bike shop, which is actually pretty cool because this guy's like, I can't sell bicycles, and we're going to ride a bicycle to advertise, which means we got ourselves a bicycle. All we need to do is give ourselves the phone number so he can contact us. So we're now employed, guys. That's right, we just found employment in Goldenrod. That's pretty awesome. So if we go to our bag, we go to our key items, represented by the key, you'll find us have a bicycle. I'm gonna register this because this will mean I can access it by using the Y button or something like that. And now, if we press Y, bike! And that lets us move a little faster, which is pretty cool. So I am okay with this. So we'll go ahead and write off the bike music. Other things, important things in this area, there is this thing over here, there we go, which is going to, it's a train, we can't use it now, it's going to be broken. As you're going to go up here, it's going to be like, hey, the train hasn't come in, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to work, dude, you're silly. You are a silly biscuit. Anyway, I don't really care for the bike that much, I'm going to staff it. Team Rocket! Suspicious. Anyway, we're going to explore the radio tower later. Over here is an interesting spot. You can basically, this is how you trade globally with your Pokemon. It's like you can connect wirelessly to everything and trade with Pokemon. Now, I obviously can't do anything in here because, I don't have the ability to access this. So I'm not going to really explore this spot. I don't want to, like, go in here and have, like, the whole trying to access Wi-Fi screw up my recording. So I'm not going to take a chance doing this. Yeah, you can sort of register your location. I don't really know exactly how this works with the way I'm recording this, so no chances. Maybe I'll show it off if I'll explore the possibility of it next episode and see what I can show off here. Really, I'm just trying to think of what else I want to show off in this episode. There are trainers you can fight in this underground area. I'm going to show that off next episode because, oh, over here, there's a guy over here we can talk to. This guy rates your names, and he'll be like, hey, your Pokemon nickname, blah, 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 and you actually tell him your nickname. I'm not going to bother, though. It'll let you change your nickname. So if you ever want a nickname you need to change, just talk to this guy. He'll change your nickname for you. This is the other way for the underground tunnel. Not going to bother with that quite yet. The gym's over here. The gym leader is over at the radio tower. So we're going to go to the radio tower next episode to hang out with her. Oh, I guess we'll explore these two other buildings, and then we'll call it an episode. What do you want to say? You have something important, don't you? No, you don't. I'm thinking of someone else. Okay, never mind. And then this other place over here, it's basically a flower emporium. We're going to need to come to here after defeating Whitney in order to pick up something that we can use. So basically, that dancing tree that we saw before, we can't have a watering can until we defeat Whitney. So we're going to have to stop by and pick that up later. So guys, that's going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, we're going to go wander underground, fight some trainers, go to the radio tower, explore that area, and then go to the gym and fight Whitney. And then maybe if this time, we'll even head up here and catch ourselves a new Pokemon. So this is LuckySevenDX, signing out. I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon HeartGold Random Nuzlocke. Bye-bye, guys.